Hello friends, you're with the Lonesome Gamer, and I'm still playing Power Grid, a solitaire variant. Excuse me. Okay, so yeah, exactly. We now entered stage 3, and now we got to change some things. What first happens is we have to remove the lowest, the least valuable power plant from the market, and then we will shuffle these power plants again, and these are now all pretty valuable power plants because it were always the most expensive power plants that we placed underneath this stage 3 marker. Okay, let me see. So yeah, okay. Just a second. Gotta check that here a little bit. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Okay, I see. So, the way it works now is we only have 6 power plants left now. This is the market of the power plants. And we have here, in the top row, still the valuable ones, in the lower row, no, it's the other way around. In the top row, we have the cheap ones, in the lower row, we have the expensive ones. But there's an additional difference now. We could buy now each power plant. Before, we were just able to buy the ones from the top row. Now we can buy each one, but if we buy ones from a power plant from the expensive row, then we have to pay for this one here 5 additional, for that one 10 additional, and for this one 15 additional. Furthermore, we have to pay now 20 bucks if we connect a city to our power grid, and at the end of a turn we won't remove the most expensive power plant, but the cheapest one. That will be discarded, and then we draw a new one. Okay, so yeah, that's basically it. And of course we will now use here the stage 3 resource table to refill our market. So let's start it. We are ahead, so that allows us now to buy some a power plant, and actually I think I'm gonna buy this one. That's just great. That gives me the possibility to gain 2 additional a capacity of 2 additional cities, and it is extremely expensive, but still I think I'm gonna buy that one. So we got to pay for this one 55. That's a lot. 54. This is a lot, but we need to move on here. So this one is removed now because it's the one with the least capacity. And I'm gonna take this one then. Okay, and well, then it's him. Oh, before we do this, we have to replace that one, of course. Here we go. That's a good one. And he could now maybe replace this one here. But we have to keep in mind he's not allowed to buy a power plant which would allow him to support 5 or more cities in addition to his actual cities. So for now, let's see. He keeps these 2, that's sure. That would be 8. Yeah, so it's pretty unlikely he can buy. Well, he could. Yeah, that won't happen. So he will actually take this one here. And he removes this one because it's the one with the lowest value. So yeah, now he takes that one. And this allows him now to support 15, and that's fine. Because, yeah, but it's just okay. If it would have been one more city, he would not be allowed to buy this one, because then it would have been 5 additional. Okay, and he can actually keep these resources and place them on the new one. Fine. And we got a replacement card here. Okay, this is this one here. And then he's allowed to buy resources. Okay, so first he's going to try to buy 4 waste. But that's not possible. He can only buy these 3. But that's enough to activate this power plant. And then he's going to buy 1 coal, because coal is now cheaper than oil. And finally, he's going to buy 1 uranium. Okay. Well, I'm not that sure what to do, actually. I think I will buy 2 oil. Yeah, that's mandatory. I have to do this to activate this one here. So these are 11 then. And then I'm going to buy 2 coal. That's 10. So that's 21. And then I'm actually thinking about buying 2 uranium, because I'm kind of competing with this guy for uranium, and there always only comes 1 additional uranium into the market. But we're using 2. So it's always getting a little more expensive, so it might be a good idea to buy 2 here. Okay, so let's see, we paid now, that was 10, that was 21, and this is 15, so that's 36. That's quite a bit. Okay, and now he's allowed to build. So let's see which would be the cheapest one. We have here 15 to Torgelow, 15 to Hannover. I hope he finds something else, because then he can build again twice, which won't be great. But I think actually this will be the case. Yeah, that's not great. Okay, but yeah, this is what happens. So he places this one here and the second one here, because yeah, these are the cheapest now. And now he's actually at 13. So this is going fast now. I think he had now 2 rounds where he was allowed to build 2 cities. So that wasn't great. Time is running out now. Remember, if he's at 15, the game ends immediately. And I still have to connect these two areas to my power grid. What about the money? Let me see. I need 300 wood. Yeah, that's that's not a problem. Yeah, I think I will win this anyway. But there is this. I wanna connect Augsburg to my power grid because this is actually my birthplace. So this is definitely a goal that I still have remaining. I want to do that, and I will. Okay, so let's see now. I'm allowed to... Yeah. Okay, there are 4 cities left. So that would be Nuremberg, Würzburg, Mannheim, and Augsburg. That might be my final city. It's a nice ending then. Okay, but for now, let me see. I can support 16 cities. So that allows me to build now 2... or to connect now 2 additional ones to my power grid. Problem is, if I go here, then he will go to Mannheim in the next turn, which would make it much harder for me then to connect one of this blue region so this is not so great actually. I could also go to Augsburg right away and then maybe in a later turn to Stuttgart and then to Mannheim. And that's also an option I have. Maybe that's the best I can do. Otherwise he would block me here in Mannheim and I definitely want to go there. Okay, so I gotta pay quite a bit to cross these mountains here. So this is 20, so that's 41. And then to go to Augsburg, that's 31, 39. So overall that's 59, I guess. If I'm not wrong here. Well, of course I am wrong. That's 41 I said. So that is 51, it's 59, so that means 79. Damn, that's a lot. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I finally made it here. That's definitely worth it. That's always my personal goal if I'm playing on this card, on this map. Okay, fine. So I'm now at 18 cities. And then we're going to refill the market. And let's see, we got 3 coal, 4 oil, 3 waste, and 1 uranium. Three coal, yeah. Here we go. And 2 oil. No, that's 4 oil. That's quite a bit. Okay. Good. Fine. And then we're going to activate our power plants. And he starts, you got to pay 3 waste for that one. That gives him 7, and altogether he's got now 13 cities. So he's got to activate all. And damn, I'm not sure which he's now paying actually. I gotta check that. Okay, well actually I don't see a rule for that. So, I don't know. Let's say he keeps the more expensive one. That would be oil. So he burns that coal and the uranium here. And I'm also going to activate all my power plants. So it's the uranium, the oil, and the coal. So these are 16 then. And that gives me 138 bucks. Okay, then we're going to remove the cheapest one, this one here. It's discarded, and we draw a new one. This is not a bad one, but I would have preferred one that would have allowed me to support 7 cities actually. So I might not be able to connect this one to my power grid. But what I could actually do is, it is allowed to kind of, it's allowed to jump over a city that the AI has. I just have to pay the longer distance then. So I could go, for example, to, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to Trier from Düsseldorf. So that would cost me then, well, here 28. And so that would be 48. So that would at least allow me to connect another one here. Okay, let me see. When exactly will this game end? Okay, it says the round will be played to an end if this guy has built his 15th city. So that means it doesn't immediately end. And that's important because he's actually the first one that will build. So that gives me still an opportunity to build as a second one. So now I could go to Stuttgart then in this turn, and then in the next turn probably to Saarbrücken. Yeah. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna buy this one here, that coal power plant, for 31 bucks. Gives me at least one additional capacity compared to this one here. But I gotta pay 5 more because it's this one down here, so I gotta pay 36. And this one is then removed. Okay, so that's 30. Ah, damn it. 6. Okay. And now let's draw a replacement here. Okay. Let's say eco plant. And now it's him, and he's probably gonna sell this one now, or give that one away. So there are now a few for 6 with a capacity of 6, and in this case he would take this one here, because this is the one which takes the lowest number of resources. So let's see how many he then had. He would then have 17, a capacity of 17, and that is just fine. He can do that. So he will remove this one here, discard the nuclear power plant, and instead take this oil plant here. Okay. And then he's going to buy resources, so he will buy 4 oil. I'm going to place them all here. And then he's going to buy again all the waste. And finally here 1 coal. Oh, and I forgot to draw a replacement here. Yeah, okay, fine. Okay, so I'm not going to buy uranium this turn. I still have one, and now we're not competing anymore for that one. So I could buy some more coal, some more oil, because he actually needs quite a bit of oil for this power plant here. But on the other hand, in the next turn I'm gonna I don't know actually. Well, the point is, in the next turn I'm gonna discard that one, because I need one here with an efficiency of 6 to build my last city. So that is pretty important. But on the other hand, I'm probably gonna buy this one here, which needs also oil. So it might be a good idea to buy as much oil as possible. So I'm gonna buy these 4 oil here for 12 and for 14. So this is 26. That goes here. And 3 coal, this is 15 then, so this is 41. Okay. Yeah, and then he's going to build. And let me see, I think the cheapest one is actually München. That would be only 6. Yeah, so that's what he does. He goes to München here. And that gives him now his 14th city. And yeah, I'm going to Stuttgart. And I gotta pay 35 to do that. If I go to Würzburg, then he's gonna go to Mannheim in the next turn, and then it's getting pretty expensive for me to go to another city, let's say Trier or Saarbrücken. So I guess I'm gonna go to Stuttgart. Yeah, for 35 bucks. Okay. And yeah, this is my last but one house. Fine. So let's refill the market. We have again stage 3 3 coal, 4 oil, 3 waste, yep, and a uranium. Okay. And then we're going to activate our power plants. So he has got 14 cities now, so that means he's got to activate all of his power plants. Okay, and same applies to me. Okay, so we got 17 now. And that gives me 142 bucks. Okay, we're going to remove this power plant. That's good. That makes this one a little cheaper for me. And because I'm still in the lead, I'm allowed to buy first. So I'm going to buy this one for 32 bucks. Because I don't have to pay this $5 penalty because it's laying down here. So that gives me 18 back. Okay. Here we go. And yep. Then we're going to take the oil, place it here, and this is it. And now it's him. First we're going to draw again a replacement. That's a pretty big one. So that goes here. And now there is again an improvement possible. The best one would be actually this one. But if he buys this one, it would bring into a capacity of 20 actually. Because it would be 7, 7 and 6. So that would be 20. And that is too much. His capacity can actually not be higher than 18 right now. So he's only allowed to buy one of these two, and then he will buy this one simply because he doesn't need any resources for that. I think this is all. Yeah, that's also a rule as far as I know. So there we go. This one is removed and it goes right here, the oil. Well, wait a second. I'm not sure if this is true. No, it actually isn't. What he's going to do is he's going to buy the power plant which gives him the most allowed improvement. So I got to check first if he might buy this one here. That would give him then, now let me see, that would bring him to 19. Yeah, but that's still too much. So he's also not allowed to buy this 6 one. He can only buy one of these 2 5 ones. So it was actually correct. He will buy this one. Or the AI. So Then it will buy resources, and here it's unnecessary now. Here it will buy 1 oil because there are already 3. And here it will buy all waste that is available. Okay. So I'm gonna buy for 15 bucks coal, for 6 1 oil, and for 7 1 uranium. So this is 28 then. Okay. And then we're going to build again, and he's going to start with that. And what he's now doing, he's going to Mannheim here, because this is only 6 distance here. So he's going to place his building here, and that is now his 15th city. So that would now end the game, but the round is played until the end. So I'm also allowed to build, and I can now build also my last city, and I'm going to go to Saarbrücken, which is here, and I got to pay 37 for that, which is a lot. Okay, let's see, we got 7, and that gives me then 20 in return. Well, here we are. And that is then city number 19. Okay. And then, well, we can refill the market. It's not exactly necessary, but let's do it anyway. We got 3 coal, 4 oil, and 3 waste, one uranium. Great. Okay. And then finally we're going to activate our power plants. And yeah, of course I'm going to activate them all, which allows me then to support 18 cities, and that gives me then 145. But it's not over yet. Although I find it a little weird. So first, we gotta pay 80 bucks. Although I feel like I have actually my maximum number of cities. I mean, there are no more houses available. Maybe I've counted wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Here we go. Yeah, that's true. I did that wrong. Okay, so I kind of messed this up. I think it's not that terrible, but I might have made a mistake a little earlier on, where I maybe wasn't allowed to build 1 city. I'm not sure about that. Now it's fine because I can support 18, and so I can have 20. I'm not sure where I messed this up. Somewhere there was a mistake. Let's see again. 5. These are also 5, so that's 10. That is 16. Yeah, that's definitely 20. Okay. Okay, fine. So that means we got to pay 40 as a penalty because we're not at 21. Don't ask me how this should be possible. Okay. Then we gain 10 for every space that the AI is away from 15. This is not the case, as you can see here. We got to pay for every region where we don't have at least one city 50. Well, luckily we just made it here by connecting Saarbrücken. So we have now in every region at least one power plant or one city. And then we're gonna count our money. So let's see, we got 100, 200, that's pretty awesome actually. 300, that's a lot. 450, okay, that's nearly 500. 498, this is amazing. That's the best result I've ever had actually. This is really great. And as you can see, it's a herausragender Sieg. Well, that means basically a, I don't know, a fantastic, outstanding victory. Okay. Yeah, very nice. I think the reason why I was that successful was because I said that in the last video already, the AI got kind of stuck here because it wasn't able to activate its two waste incineration plants. So that didn't let it buy new cities for, I'm not sure, for I think at least 2 or 3 rounds, something like that. So yeah, that gave me, of course, simply some additional rounds to earn more money. But this is something that usually doesn't happen. Maybe one turn or one round per game, then it might be possible that the AI has problems. But until now, it never happened to me that it was stuck for such a long time, actually. Okay, well, maybe a few words to the game. Well, obviously it's not designed for solo gaming. I mean, that's clear, and there are lots of changes in the rules. Some of the core mechanisms, all this auctioning and so on, is gone. But to be honest, that's fine with me. I mean, I can enjoy this game anyway. I'm not the biggest fan of auctioning, to be honest. And well, I think there was actually a comment which used that word that describes this solo variant best, I guess. It's really relaxing. That's the point. I mean, there is not so much going on. You just can think about optimizing your power plans and your power grid and compare that a little bit to the AI. But it's not that complicated as, I don't know, things like Mage Knight or so, where you also want to optimize your options, but you go crazy while you're doing this. You have to take so many aspects into considerations, and you have thousands of options and so on. I mean, that's a great game. I love Mage Knight, no doubt. But if you just want to relax and, I don't know, just go for 2 hours maybe and yeah, enjoy how the game develops, how the map how the area control on the map develops, then this is just kind of cool. I like that a lot. I also enjoy the theme in some way. I mean, it's kind of cool to build nuclear power plants, or to build, I don't know, plants like that which completely pollute the environment just to gain some more money. That's an interesting option. And there's also some replayability, because there are actually quite some expansions. There are lots of different maps. I mean, the base game comes with 2 maps. There is this one here, and on the back side is a map of America and or the United States. And but there are also lots of other maps. We got, I don't know, Italy and France. We got the Benelux, we got China, Russia. Not sure actually. We got lots of stuff. I think South America, or I think it's Brazil actually. So there are really lots of different maps, and some come with their own rules. For example, might be areas where nuclear power plants are not allowed, or something like that. And they all have their own market development. So sometimes it's pretty easy to buy, let's say, to build to get lots of coal, but it's extremely hard to get oil on some maps, for example, and things like that. Furthermore, there is another pile of power plants. An alternative pile, just a small expansion, just a card stack. But yeah, that gives also some replayability. So overall, I think it's a nice game. It's definitely not my favorite game. As I said, it's not designed to play solitaire, but you can do it, and yeah, it was fun to do that. And one thing always happens to me. This game doesn't hit my table very often. So maybe just, I don't know, 3 times a year, maybe just twice a year, something like that. Probably more twice a year. So, and I'm not expecting a lot. It's just, okay, just give it another shot. It's kind of nice. Just let's try it. But then I'm always surprised how I'm actually really enjoying it, and how I can really relax and go on, and it's hard for me to interrupt this or to stop, but just start playing it and bring it to an end. It's really cool. Nice little game. Okay, anyway, hope to see you in one of my next videos. Until then, bye.